This is your everyday English class.
Hello, welcome to English Cactus. My name is Anna.
And my name is Brian. This podcast will help you practice your English in a fun and natural way, improving your listening skills.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel that your daily routine is boring? Or maybe you think you don't have discipline? Many people believe they need a perfect routine to improve their English. But here is something important. You don't need a perfect routine. You need simple habits done every day.
In this episode, you will listen to a conversation about morning routines, study habits, exercise, sleep, and building consistency. These are topics you can use in real conversations at school, at work, or with friends.
Don't worry if you don't understand everything the first time. That's completely normal. After the dialogue, we will explain the main phrases, vocabulary, and cultural points. It will be much easier the second time.
So, grab your coffee, relax, and let's begin.
And before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support is really important to us, and when you subscribe, you won't miss any new episodes. Also, leave a comment telling us where you're from. We love to know who is learning with us.
Now, take a deep breath. You're doing great. Let's begin. Hey Maya, how are you today?
Hi, Lucas. I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm doing great. I just finished my morning routine. What about you? How is your daily routine here in the city?
Oh, it's a little different from my country, to be honest. I'm still adapting, but I think I'm doing okay.
You are doing great, trust me. So tell me, what time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. on weekdays. I try to wake up early because I want to study English before my classes.
That's amazing. Study English every day, even for 20 minutes, makes a big difference. What do you usually do first when you wake up?
First, I turn off my alarm. Sometimes I want to sleep 5 more minutes, but I try to be strong. Then I make my bed and brush my teeth.
That's a good habit. Making your bed in the morning helps you feel organized. I always say, start small, but keep going.
Yes. After that, I drink a glass of water. I read that it's good for your body.
It is. I do the same. Then I usually make breakfast. What do you eat for breakfast?
I normally eat oatmeal with fruit and drink coffee, but sometimes I just have toast and eggs. What about you?
I usually have cereal with milk, or sometimes I make scrambled eggs. On weekends, I cook pancakes. Do you like pancakes?
Yes, I love pancakes, but I don't cook them often. I'm not very good at cooking yet.
That's okay. You can learn. Just practice. Learn something new every week. For example, this week, you can learn how to make pancakes.
That's a good idea. I will try. After breakfast, I get ready for university. I take a shower, get dressed, and pack my bag.
Do you prepare your bag the night before or in the morning?
Sorry, did you say night before?
Yes, the night before, like at 9 or 10 p.m.
Oh, I see. Sometimes I prepare my bag at night, but not always. When I don't, I feel stressed in the morning.
I understand. Preparing everything at night can save time and reduce stress. It's a simple habit, but very powerful.
You're right. I will try to prepare my clothes and bag the night before. What time do you go to work?
I start work at 9 a.m., so I leave my house at 8:15. I like to arrive early. It helps me feel calm.
That's a good idea. I usually leave at 7:30 because my class starts at 8.
And how do you go? By bus, train?
By bus. It takes about 25 minutes. I use that time to listen to English podcasts.
That's perfect. Listening during your commute is a smart habit. You are using your time well.
I try. Sometimes I don't understand everything, but I keep going.
That's the spirit. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Focus on the main idea. Little by little, you improve.
Thank you. And what do you do after work?
After work, I usually go to the gym 3 times a week. On the other days, I go straight home.
Wow, 3 times a week? That's impressive.
Well, I try. Sometimes I feel tired, but I tell myself, keep going. Exercise gives me energy.
I want to start exercising more. Right now, I only walk to the bus stop.
That's already good. Walking is exercise too. You can start with small goals, like 20 minutes of walking in the evening.
Yes, that sounds possible. After my classes, I usually go home and do my homework.
How many hours do you study at home?
It depends. Sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 2. If I have a test, I study more.
Do you have a study routine?
Not really, I just study when I feel like it.
Maybe you can create a simple plan. For example, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., you study English. From 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., you review your notes.
That sounds organized. I think I need that.
Yes, routines help you stay focused. And don't forget to take short breaks. Study for 25 minutes, then rest for 5 minutes.
Oh, like a method. What is it called?
Some people call it the Pomodoro technique, but you don't need to remember the name. Just remember, study, short break, study again.
I like that. I will try it today.
Great. And what about your evening routine?
In the evening, I usually have dinner with my roommate. We cook together.
That's nice. What do you cook?
Simple food, like rice, chicken, salad, or pasta. Sometimes we try recipes from the internet.
Cooking at home is a healthy habit. It also saves money.
Yes, exactly. After dinner, I sometimes watch a series in English with subtitles.
That's a great way to learn. Which series do you watch?
I'm watching a comedy show. It's funny and not too difficult.
Comedy is good because you learn daily expressions. For example, phrases like, no way, or come on.
Yes, I hear those a lot.
And what time do you go to bed?
I try to go to bed at 11 p.m., but sometimes I stay up until midnight.
Do you use your phone in bed?
Yes, that's my problem.
Many people do that. Maybe you can create a rule. No phone after 10:30 p.m.
That's a good idea. I think it will help me sleep better.
Sleep is very important. If you sleep well, your brain works better, and you can learn faster.
That makes sense. I notice that when I sleep only 5 hours, I feel tired all day.
Exactly. A good daily routine includes good sleep, healthy food, study time, and some exercise.
When you say it like that, it sounds simple.
It is simple, but you need discipline. Small actions every day.
You're right. I think my biggest problem is consistency.
Consistency is key. It's better to study 20 minutes every day than 3 hours only on Sunday.
That's true. I will remember that.
And don't forget to relax. Do something you enjoy. Read a book, listen to music, talk to friends.
Yes, balance is important.
So, if you could change one habit in your routine, what would it be?
I would wake up earlier without feeling tired. And you?
I would like to reduce my screen time at night.
Maybe we can help each other. You remind me to wake up early, and I remind you to sleep earlier.
Deal. It's on me. I'll send you a message tomorrow morning at 6:30.
Please do, and thank you for the tips. You always motivate me.
You're welcome. Remember, you're doing great. Moving to a new country and studying in another language is not easy.
Thanks so much, Lucas. I feel more confident now.
That's good. Just keep going one day at a time. Your routine doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to work for you.
I like that. One day at a time.
Exactly. So tomorrow, new day, new chance to learn something new.
Yes, tomorrow I will prepare my bag at night and study English in the morning.
That's the spirit.
Thank you for the conversation. It really helped me think about my habits.
Anytime. Friends help friends grow.
See you tomorrow.
See you. And don't forget, study English every day.
I won't forget. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was such a nice conversation between Lucas and Maya. I really liked how natural it felt.
Yes, it felt like a real talk between friends. And remember, we work very hard to bring you this content for free. If you want to support us, you can buy us a coffee. The link is in the description. Any value helps us keep going and creating more episodes for you.
Thank you so much for being here with us. Now, let's break everything down step by step. First, we are going to explain some useful phrases from the dialogue. After that, we will talk about important vocabulary. And in the end, we will share some cultural tips related to daily routine and habits.
Don't worry if you didn't understand everything the first time. That's normal. We will go slowly and explain in a simple way.
Let's start with some key moments from the dialogue.
Lucas said, "What time do you usually wake up?" This is a very common question. We use "what time do you usually" to ask about routine. For example, you can say, "What time do you usually go to bed?" Or, "What time do you usually have lunch?" It's a simple structure, but very useful in daily conversation.
Yes, and Maya answered, I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. on weekdays. Notice how she used usually. This word shows frequency. It means most days.
Another important moment was when Lucas said, "Studying English every day, even for 20 minutes, makes a big difference." This is such a powerful sentence. He is saying that small actions every day are better than big actions once in a while.
Exactly. Then Maya said, Sorry, did you say night before? This is a very useful phrase. When you don't understand something, you can say, Sorry, did you say? For example, Sorry, did you say 7 or 11? It's polite and natural.
Lucas also said, "Preparing everything at night can save time and reduce stress." This sentence is great because it gives advice. You can use the structure can plus verb to talk about possibility.
I also liked when Lucas said, Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Focus on the main idea. This is very important for language learners. When you watch a movie or listen to a podcast, you don't need to understand 100%. Try to understand the general idea first.
And remember the phrase, "it's on me." Lucas said that at the end. "It's on me" means I will take responsibility, or I will pay in some situations. For example, at a restaurant, you can say, "Don't worry, dinner is on me."
Now let's move to vocabulary. We chose some important words from this episode that you really need to know.
The first word is routine. A routine is something you do regularly. For example, your morning routine can include brushing your teeth, making your bed, and having breakfast. If you don't have a routine, your day can feel disorganized. The opposite idea could be chaos when there is no structure.
The second word is habit. A habit is something you do often, sometimes without thinking. Drinking coffee every morning can be a habit. Biting your nails can also be a habit. Habits can be good or bad. A good habit is studying English every day. A bad habit can be sleeping very late every night.
The third word is commute. This means the time you travel from home to work or school. For example, my commute is 30 minutes by bus. During your commute, you can listen to music, podcasts, or review vocabulary.
The fourth word is consistent or consistency. In the dialogue, they talked about consistency. It means doing something regularly, without stopping. If you're consistent with your English practice, you will improve. The opposite is inconsistent, when you start and stop all the time.
The fifth word is discipline. Discipline means you do something even when you don't feel like it. For example, waking up at 6:30 a.m. every day needs discipline. Discipline helps you build strong habits.
The sixth word is stress. Stress is the feeling of pressure or worry. When you don't prepare your bag at night, you can feel stress in the morning. To reduce stress, you can organize your schedule and sleep well.
The seventh word is goal. A goal is something you want to achieve. For example, my goal is to speak English confidently. You can set small goals, like learning 5 new words every day.
Now let's talk about some cultural tips related to daily routines.
In many English-speaking countries, being on time is very important. If your class starts at 8 a.m., it's good to arrive at 7:55 or 7:50. Being late can be seen as disrespectful in some situations.
Yes, and many people prepare things the night before. For example, they choose their clothes, pack their lunch, and organize their bag. This is common in busy cities where people have tight schedules.
Another interesting point is the gym culture. In countries like the United States, Canada, or the UK, many people go to the gym before or after work. It's part of their routine, but you don't need a gym to exercise. Walking, running in the park, or doing home workouts are also common.
Also, about screen time. Many people try to reduce screen time before bed. It's common to hear advice like, don't use your phone 30 minutes before sleeping. This is because screens can affect your sleep.
And one more thing, productivity methods like studying 25 minutes and taking a 5-minute break are very popular. Many students and professionals use simple time management techniques to improve focus.
The main idea is this: routines help you organize your life. But remember, your routine does not need to look like someone else's routine. It needs to work for you.
You are doing great. Keep going. Study English every day, even if it's just a little. Small habits create big results.
That's right. Now, take a moment and think, what is one habit you can improve today?
We believe in you, and we're here to help you learn something new every single episode. Now we are going to give you some model sentences and practical examples so you can build your own sentences about daily routine and habits.
Yes, this is the moment to practice. Remember, don't be afraid of making mistakes. You're doing great. The most important thing is to keep going.
Let's start with simple sentences about morning routine. You can say, I wake up at 7 a.m. I brush my teeth and make my bed. I drink coffee and read for 10 minutes.
Now let's make it a little more detailed. You can say, I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. on weekdays. I try to study English for 20 minutes before work. I prepare my bag the night before to reduce stress.
Now, imagine someone asks you, what time do you usually go to bed? You can answer, I usually go to bed at 10:30 p.m. Or you can answer, I sometimes go to bed after midnight.
If you feel nervous in a conversation, you can use simple alternatives. For example, in the morning, I do this. At night, I do this. Or simply, I wake up at 7, then I go to work.
If you don't understand a question, you can say, sorry, did you say 6 or 7? Sorry, can you repeat that? Do you mean in the morning or at night?
During your commute, you can say, I listen to podcasts on my way to work. I read a book on the bus. I review vocabulary while I wait.
If you don't know what to say, keep it simple. You can say, this is my routine. I'm trying my best. I'm improving little by little.
So now let's finish this episode in a strong way.
Yes, let's recap what you learned today and help you take action.
Today, you learned how to talk about your daily routine. You learned how to say what time you wake up, how you describe your morning habits, how to talk about your commute, your study routine, exercise, and sleep.
You also learned useful expressions like, what time do you usually? Sorry, did you say? I'm trying to. And it's on me. These are simple but powerful phrases that you can use in real conversations.
We talked about important words like routine, habit, consistency, discipline, goal, stress, and commute. These are not just English words. They are life words. They help you describe your reality and also improve it.
You don't need to change your whole life in one day. Just choose one small habit. Start today. Keep going.
Imagine yourself in 6 months. If you study English every day, even a little, how much more confident will you feel? How many new conversations will you be able to have?
You are capable of more than you think. Discipline is built step by step. Confidence is built word by word.
Let's quickly recap. Today, you learned how to talk about daily routine and habits, how to ask and answer common questions about your day, and how to use simple structures to describe your life.
You also learned that consistency is more important than perfection.
We are very proud of you for being here and practicing your English.
If this episode helped you, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend who is also learning English, and keep practicing with us.
Leave a comment telling us one habit you want to improve this week. We really want to read your answer.
Keep practicing. Keep improving.
Study English every day.
Take care and see you in the next episode.
Bye.